Hello, guys, welcome back to my channel, The Silent Anarchist. I am Nikita, and if you haven't watched the part 1 of How I Learn Effectively, go check it out. I'll provide the link in the description. So, in this video, I'll be sharing some of my go to strategies to remember stuff smartly, not hardly. So, let's dive into the video. So, starting on with the first one, that is active recall and spaced repetition. So, instead of revising what I just studied 50 times or repeating what I just studied 50 times, I close the book and I try to recall what I just, you know, studied. And I sometimes quiz myself, ask myself questions even if I get them wrong, because the struggle keeps my brain retain it. So yes, active recall can be a very good option. And then comes the spaced repetition. If I've studied a topic today, I'll revise it tomorrow, then after 3 days, and then after a week. Trust me, it sticks. So you should try these ones because keeping your brain active and revising what you've just studied helps in memory retention. And try practicing the questions, very similar questions. What you've studied, practiced today, practice it after a day, then after 3 days, then after a week. So you'll not have to, struggle while remembering it. One of the biggest game changers for me that has been is active recall. Like instead of revising what I've just studied 50 times or repeating what I've just studied 50 times, I try to, close the book and summarize what I just studied. I'll quiz myself or even ask questions, even if I get them wrong. Because trust me, when you ask, the concepts and formulas, you'll be able to revise them very clearly and your brain would be very, easily process them when you need to access the formulas and the concepts. Then comes the spaced repetition. If I've studied a topic today, make sure to revise tomorrow and then make sure to revise it after 3 days and then revise it after a week. It's like whenever you are able to revise the topics that you've studied, try revising them so that it helps in memory retention and you're able to retrieve it when you need it the most. So the next trick comes is the Feynman technique. Here's the fun trick. You can pretend you're teaching the topic to someone else. Sometimes I literally explain the topics and concepts to my plushies. No joke. Then if you can explain the chapter in very simple words to the person in front of you, trust me, you've done a great job. But if you're not able to, make him understand, then you know where you have to go back exactly and revise. So do try it for sure because it focuses on how well you've understood the concept and how well you can practice on the very same concept. So the next step is mixing everything up. So when I'm learning something, I just don't mug everything up that the stuff is provided and I'll mug it up. No, I'll use all of my senses, like I'll read the book, then I'll revise it. The brain is active, then I'll hear some podcasts related to it, then I'll draw mind maps, watch YouTube videos, the animated version of concepts and theories. And it helps me absorb the concept from every angle. So yes, it helps a lot. And you can also record audio notes to come back and revise what you've studied. Like if I understood this concept, I'll explain it into an audio note, send it to a friend. It's like very fun. You've understood this, record an audio, send it to your friend, and he'll be very happy to enjoy it, seeing you studied something. So do try it for sure. So the next technique is real life connections. Like ever, trying to learn something and you think that where will I use this concept or where will I be able to apply this to my real life? So try thinking of how you can use it in your real life. Those real life applications. If you're studying English and you read a new word and you're thinking to use it, in your daily life or daily language, understand the meaning, then try some difficult sentences, make sentences from the very same words and try incorporating them in your daily life language. And then if you're studying history, imagine you're living in that era. And in physics also, where you can use that concept and apply those concepts in real life. Do give it a try, it's really interesting. Staying away from distractions. So, the very main thing is stay away from distractions. Keep your phone on silent or keep it out of reach when you're going into the study mode. And let's be very honest, distractions are everywhere. So, use a Pomodoro timer or there are so many applications you can use to improve your focus and concentration. So do try them and give it a shot. Let's see if it works for you, because it works for me for sure. So that's it for part 2, how I learn effectively. Which of these techniques are you using for your next study session? And drop a comment below and let's talk about it. So stay tuned for another upcoming videos and sessions. I'll be explaining so many different things, and so many, we'll be covering fields together. So let's see what the universe holds for us. And don't forget to like, share, and comment down. If you're seeing me for the first time, do subscribe for sure. Let's see each other in the next video. Thank you, everyone.